Hey guys, so I have been very hesitant about uploading my initial video because I really shied away from social media, a lot of social media platforms. But while doing that, I was kind of working in the background to start doing what I love. And you know, they say if you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life, right? And so I had to go through a very, very tough ego death and allow a lot of things that I had become accustomed to kind of fall away. But in doing so, it gave me a lot of clarity on a lot of things that I needed clarity with, in terms of self-love, self-care, identity, and just loving self. I'm always going to be an advocate for all people, but I'm definitely an advocate for women. We got to learn how to love us again. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, you know, but you take it however it fits, however the shoe is supposed to fit for you, and however it means. But don't twist my words. But what I am saying is that in the midst of becoming who you are, you're gonna go through some very tough and trying times, but don't lose yourself so bad that you feel like that's the end all be all. That's not it. That's definitely not it. You know, and the enemy would have you think that that's it. You know? So last year, let me just give y'all a bit of a background. Last year, I got this idea to do skincare line. And, you know, I just started. I knew I had to start somewhere. So I just got started. I started researching a lot of different things. And in May of 2022, I left my home to go find a dress to wear to my uncle's funeral. And I got a phone call that I had lost my home to a fire. I lost everything. And I was really beating myself up about it. I was really, really hurt, you know. I thought so long and hard about what happened and how it transpired and how it happened. And I felt like nobody really gave a damn about what had happened. Nobody listened to my story about me finding a snake skin being thrown in front of my door. Nobody listened about any of that. I'm pretty sure the agenda, you know, I know what the agenda is, but it's not for me to blast that, because everybody that was involved, eventually God will deal with them, and I promised him that I will not get in his way, and I won't. There are no justified resentments. Everybody that has something to do with anything, I've already forgiven them, and I've chosen not to hold on to any of it, simply because that was part of the old me that had to die. And part of that was expecting others to help, and being codependent on others to help me move along. At 36 or 33, 34, 35, I was learning how to grow up. And that's sad. But I didn't know how to be on my own. You know, I wanted so bad to be independent, and I knew I had it in me, but I didn't know how. But I was starting. And in that moment, that's when I realized that when you are called and when you are destined to do something so great, the enemy will come in to take everything away from you, even if that means he takes you. You know, sadly, God had already prepared me for everything that transpired, and that's what the enemy didn't know. And I pray hard for them every day that they are forgiven and they can change their ways and their thinkings. But two, at the end of the day, I'm still human, and I'm gonna stand in my truth and stand for what I believe in. And nobody had to do what they did. You know, effective communication is key to all things and everything. You know, I'm pretty sure the narrative was to make me seem like I was psychotic or crazy or something like that, but yeah, everything completely unfolded clearly, in a way that they didn't expect. And I suppose by stalking and following and all of that stuff, I was supposed to fold, um, or even just give in. But you know, the thing about it is, someone that's attempted suicide twice and has had every reason to give up in life, you don't scare them too quick. You know, it takes a different kind of strength. You know, only the fear of God moves me at this point in my life. You know, and I will not be moved. You know, um, money, the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money because we need it to survive. Well, at least that's what we think. But the love of it, the greed, the temptation, money. I said to someone the other day, he said, how you doing? I said, good. I said, the dirt on top of me and I ain't on top of it. And he said, you know what? It would be better if it was the other way around. He didn't lie. And the reason why now I'm so comfortable in saying that is because, believe it or not, I was allowed to see a glimpse of heaven and what it looked like. And this is hell. Okay. So, the business that I actually established first was Skin Investments by Sissy, and that was to establish the skincare line, all of the products. And then after going through that and having to be in solitude and be secluded by choice from people who were just draining my energy, I started to think, okay, God, like, what is the message? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to show me? What is it that I need to get that will propel me into walking into, you know, my destiny, my higher purpose? And I literally just had to be still for a while. Now, initially, he had already told me, vengeance is not yours. You don't do one single thing. You don't lift one finger. I got it. Now, me being me, middle child syndrome, rebel off the top, that didn't sit well with me at all. I've always been very outspoken, witty. And if I have to go it alone, win, lose, or draw, I will do so. That's just been me. But this time, this was an order from God. You don't do anything. And believe you me, I tried. Oh, yeah. But it was God designed. It was set up that way. It was set up that way, right? And some people may look at it as saying, girl, you crazy. Ain't no way. I didn't have the finances to fight against a whole fucking police department, law enforcement, judges, and giving bribes and dirty cops. I didn't have that. It was either fold or let them kill me. Give them what they want and shut up. You're gonna be the nigga with the noose, not this one. No. No. The enemy hides in plain sight. And in my naivety, a lot closer than I saw him, but I still was giving people the benefit of the doubt. And they were throwing me under the bus like you could not believe, like you couldn't imagine. And some of these people were people that I could not even think I would dream up. These are people as a child that gave me inspiration. The things that I saw them doing, that I could do that too. Not knowing that they were puppets for the system. Right? They didn't care. They don't care who they do it to. A favor for a favor. For a friend. This is how this little bitty city operates. And how dare you speak out about it? They will kill you. It's happened. But one thing that I stood with was, I fear nothing. I was already alone. I was being hunted. But so were they. They see me by myself, but trust and believe you me, I was never alone. Right? It was as if I was in like this spiritual witness protection, and I had this invisible shield of protection around me the whole entire time. And any damage that was being done, I was doing it to myself. I often talk about the story of Job. How he suffered. And the crazy part about it was it was psychological at first. You know, he began to question everything mentally. And that's how the enemy will come or make it appear, oh, they crazy. They don't think logically. They can't make sound decisions. Then here comes sickness, physical illness. Then your family, your home. And believe you me, I have asked God on several occasions, why? Why? Why me? Why not you? When I started and I got this idea of, you know what, you don't necessarily have the right or work a 9 to 5. Maybe that's why you're not successful working a regular job anyway. Because you're not supposed to. But because of these negative thought patterns or these traditional beliefs of thinking that that's the only way you can survive, or the only way that you can make a living. That's what we adapt to. We get comfortable, and that's where it stays. So I just wanted to start this channel, and let me explain the name, okay? So my nickname is Sissie, Sissie. What you see is my nickname spelled backward. And to kind of better help you guys understand, Sissie was the nickname that my sister gave me. And just like a lot of other people, Sissie was shortened for sister. My real name is Angelica, which means angel-like. And because I was always so rebellious, I did not take to my name because I didn't feel like it was well earned. Sissie was more fitting because it was short for something. I mean, and so I felt like, well, it's short for something, we just don't know what, right? But the definition of Angelica is angel-like. And I had to grow into that name. I had to become Angelica. Sissie is who made... Sissie is a little girl. Sissie is who I'll always be. Angelica is who I had to grow into. Right? And it feels so foreign even saying Angelica because I didn't know her. Right? At some point I did, but I had to learn her again because I lost her. Right? And that's something we all will do at some point. But Sissie backward is spelled E-I-S-S-I-S. And at first I was contemplating pronouncing it another way, and then I said, easy enough, Isis. And I'm not into Greek mythology. I haven't gotten there yet, but Isis is a goddess. I'm not sure what she represents, but I know she is a goddess. But anyway, the acronym for that is everyone is someone in his sight. Again, that's Sissie spelled backwards. So for me, the importance of that is Sissie is the person that was overlooked, that really had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to actually get to where I am now. Being comfortable talking in front of a camera and not being worried about how people think it looks, or what I have, what I don't have. Like, I've adopted this mindset, and I think it was Dr. Wayne Dyer, and he says, have a mind open to anything and attached to nothing. And that's the mindset that I've had to adopt, because at the end of the day, we all are nothing, really, you know, and we choose to, how do I want to put it? We attract who we are, right? So if you live in fear, that's what you'll attract. And then too, if you're a ball of light, you can attract people who are very fearful, a lot of negative energy. And it all depends on your response and your feedback. And I'm getting a confusing energy right now. Somebody's playing in my energy. Anyway, long story short, that was just to give an introduction to the channel. I'm not here to, you know, tell anybody what to do, but it is my journey that I want to share with you guys. Everybody has a journey, but there's only one path, you know, and I am a lover of all things outside. I'm a huge reader, writer. I haven't decided whether I want to write a book. I do at some point, but and I think I have enough experiences to actually adopt the background. But I think I just want to, for a moment, just bask in this new place that I am in and kind of map out. You know, the Bible says to write the vision and make it plain. You have to have a vision, and faith without works is dead. So don't have a vision or a plan and you're not working toward that, because then it's just a dream, right? I've had to adopt to a small little room at my mom's house once again. But I did that only because I'm expecting so much more from God and from myself. And sometimes you have to go back to places, people, and things that you're not ready to, but you have to accept that, you know, this is where I'm supposed to be at this moment. Everything has its reasoning, but it's whether or not you choose to stay there. You know, you can get up, you can move, you can choose to see what the world has to offer you, or you can just fold and let it chew you up, you know. And trust and believe you me, it's been rough. The experience itself has been absolutely challenging, but for where I am now, I have no regrets, and I appreciate everything that I've gone through in my life, because the lessons have birthed this new woman, right? I'm more appreciative of my thought process. I'm more appreciative of the small things. I'm talking about even the sun, right? And again, I adopted darkness because depression was all I knew. I adopted, you know, feeling less than, because that's all people made me feel like. You know, having a heart of gold, sometimes, well, I ain't gonna say sometimes, it is a gift and a curse if you don't know how to utilize it. And when I say utilizing it, we tend to love, and it's at the expense of our own souls. Like, we overdo it. We wear our hearts on our sleeves, so to speak. I'm a Sagittarius, but I'm a Taurus North Node, and I've yet to really understand this whole new transition. It feels great, and I think too, because it feels so foreign, like, if you've ever had this experience, like, something can go so great for you, and you have this experience like, oh God, I'm about to die. Uh-oh, something wrong. No, it's not. It's just that you are experiencing a new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new way of moving, a new way of eating, a new way of, you know, everything. And you have to adapt to that new person, because you can't go back to being that old person. You go back to that old person, you're going to die. Absolutely. And I never forget Pastor Caroline Allen. Love her so much. She said to me, if you go back this time, you will die. You will die. No doubt about it. And I knew she meant what she said. And I knew she knew what she was talking about. So I made a conscious choice. I ain't going back. And it didn't matter who I had to cut off. But you best believe that in doing so, I lost a lot of important people. Or people that I thought were important. People that I thought I loved and cared. I learned some really hard lessons. Especially a lot about betrayals. Talking to the right people, talking to the wrong people, trusting the right people, trusting the wrong people. And you can trust the right people, and they can choose to use it for the wrong reasons. And that's exactly what happened with me. But I chose to use it to my benefit. You know, at the end of the day, people have to live with the decisions and the choices that they make. I've chosen to stand in my truth, in who I am, wholeheartedly, and know that nothing gets past God. Absolutely nothing. I'm talking about, I've overcome addiction, suicide, spell work, you name it. People do not believe in the power of prayer. And because you get so sucked in with your pain, you don't know how to live in the present. And that's exactly what happened. If you are so blinded by what's going on in that current moment, you have no willpower to fight. Like, I literally felt like giving up more than a couple of times. But when it was over and done, God was like, okay, today we draw the line. Yeah. This is where it stops. And this is where we start. All the other stuff, oh, that's gone. Those are simply lessons. Forgive yourself and move on. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Because I had to look at the damage that I done by choice. And then I had to look at the damage that was done to me by force. That's not something easy to accept. But that's exactly what happens when people do not understand just how blessed you are by the Most High, just how covered you are, just how much favor you have obtained from Him, and who you are in the Spirit. Not only that, He's given His angels charge over me. We have ancestors, spirit guides, people who watch over us. As a matter of fact, there are probably spirit guides and ancestors in the spirit realm who are looking over their own lineage saying, you know what? You're doing this person so wrong. I'm going over there to help them because y'all wrong. You heard the dog. I'm not here to change anybody's beliefs or anything. I'm just here to give a message and share my experiences. I have intuitive dreams. I get downloads. I get messages. I am also telekinetic. And I didn't know that until... I've always known I had a gift of precognition or something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what you call it. But I guess it was often overshadowed because I didn't know how to deal with it. And I was always medicating. At an early age, I started taking an antidepressant. And really all that was doing was suppressing my gift. Right? It was, it was a couple of different things that, I actually had to go through to fully understand where I actually am right now. Hello. Hey. The boys are here. Say hey, y'all. This is the first video we're gonna upload. I know we need a camera, but this is all I got right now.
Let's go get my camera. No, not that.
We would have to submerge that in some
alcohol.
holy water, some liquor. Pray on it. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? That's Memphis, y'all. Anywho, my boys are here. I'm out. We're out. I may or may not come back. But I'm gonna update and upload some reads. You guys have a safe weekend. Stay blessed. What? That's not
Ball sack.
No, that's not what we're doing. Absolutely not. And I'm not laughing.
You know you're smiling on the inside.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, I'm not doing this today. What is on your face, Mama? Your face smells horrible. No! Keep that away from me. I'm not.
Well, did nobody tell you to come
No.
He can't stand me using Proactive, but really it's only a poor targeting cream. But anyway, y'all be safe. I love y'all. Stay prayed up, stay protected, stay grounded, stay rooted in the word, and put on the full armor of God and take him with you everywhere you go. Pray for all believers in the spirit at all times. I love y'all. Bye.